Hi everybody. I have not given an update in a while because a lot has been going on and I wanted to make sure I knew what was going on before I actually gave an update. Nathan and I are living in Atlin, British Columbia. I know I've referenced the Yukon in some videos. Everyone here calls it Atlin, Yukon territory. Even though it technically is in British Columbia, the only way to access it is through the Yukon. You know, our closest city is Whitehorse. So the reason I didn't give an update for a while was because we gave it a trial period. I knew I loved it up here. I've been here multiple times. It's beautiful, but it is a small community, very far from a lot of civilization. Nathan is more of an extrovert. He's definitely more of an extrovert than I am. So I didn't know how he would feel, especially because he's working remotely doing programming. So we gave it a trial period for about a month, starting the end of September to the end of October. And we decided to stay. So mid-November we went back to Edmonton and we bought ourselves a new car that's more appropriate for the Atlin winters. Has higher clearance and four-wheel drive. Now it's early December and we're hunkering down for the winter here. You can see behind me is Atlin Lake. It's a large lake which helps keep the temperatures much more temperate here. Like yesterday or the day before, it was like minus 27 degrees in Edmonton and it was -2 or -3 here. This is the last lake to freeze in the area. It's the biggest lake in British Columbia. I guess usually by February sometime it freezes, which is pretty late because all the other lakes are already frozen. So we are in Atlin. I am working on a restoration of a burial site. There's a lot more to it than simply restoration. There's a lot to do with Indigenous history and residential schools in Canada and other things like that. So there's a lot more to get into there. It's a very actually heavy subject, but there's a burial site and thankfully we have it on, this is kind of the end of the plot of land that the burial site is on. So it's on this beautiful plot of land because the Indigenous were required to bury their dead outside of the town sites. They were pushed, a couple miles outside of town, and this is what we get, which is amazing because it's way more gorgeous than the plot of land where the in-town burial site is. I'll show you the other directions. The burial site is just past that, but this is all land for the burial site. So we're going to, in addition to restoring the burial site and doing some other things, there's hopes to build a seating area, kind of make it a bit more park-like down here. There is one picnic table over there, but we're hoping that we can stretch our funding pretty far to do a lot more. I'm also going to be teaching a statistics class at Yukon University starting next semester. So it does mean I will be doing 1 day a week online and 1 day a week actually in Whitehorse. And it's a couple-hour drive each way. And otherwise, I'll be working here about half-time to full-time depending on the week. So finally, an update, and I will bring more updates now that I know what I'm doing and we have a more sure plan.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it, A.